Hello everybody and welcome back to Last Epoch. We're continuing to play around with our Void Knight, Erasing Strike Void Knight. I had to remember the name of the build there. Basically run around with some death orbs around us, and once we get a bunch of monsters kind of just gathered around, we Erasing Strike them to death. So that's what we're doing. Let's hop into a map here, try to get some more of this stuff done. I was heading over to some glyphs over there. That's what's going on with that. So we'll see how all of that goes. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with various different builds. I'm not the kind of person who enjoys just continuously grinding the same character until the end game. It's one of the reasons why end games for most things don't appeal to me, because by the time I've got my character to the point where it's pretty much doing everything it's going to do, I'm ready to move on to something else. So yeah, my goal with Last Epoch for the most part is to find cool builds that I think work in a fun way. Not necessarily builds I build myself, but just builds that are fun to play. Play them until I'm bored, and then move on to another one. And hopefully I can find a crowd of people who are interested in that kind of content. I do the same thing with Path of Exile. I haven't really played Path of Exile lately because I'm not a fan of the direction that they've decided to go, but I have heard that the updates to the crossbow have made that archetype much more fun, and I'm kind of considering going back and redoing a playthrough with the doing a crossbow center, because I never really was a big fan of the whole grenade thing. You know, they're powerful, they were fun, they were sort of fun, kind of, but they were a little bit awkward to use, and I'm much more of a fan of just direct damage kind of stuff. So I'm thinking I might head back into Path of Exile to run through the campaign. Oh, this is our exit. This is our ambush that we're supposed to be defeating. Do another run through with the campaign, and then you know, just kind of see how the changes to the crossbow affect the mercenary, because I think he was definitely one of my favorite. He was definitely one of my favorite characters as far as the idea and the concept, but it's just the damage output was never there, and I always ended up switching to grenades because that was just the best option at the time. But apparently those things have been adjusted and fixed, so maybe we'll go and try to do one of those at some point. So let's start doing this. What are we supposed to do here? Slay enemies to locate the primeval dragon. We don't necessarily need to do that. We don't have to locate the dragon. We just need to continue going off in a direction and hope that he ends up being in the direction we select. That's the way that works. So yep, there he is. I guess we slayed enough enemies that it just went ahead and gave it to us. That's fine. Start using that travel ability. Let's go this way, and then we go down this way. Get over here so we don't actually end up dying, because that hits us. I don't really feel like dying today if we can avoid it. He's going to stand right where I can't get to the other side of him. There we go. Racing strike him. Just hold the mouse button, hold the button down. There we go. That takes care of the dragon. We have conquered that echo. Grab our glyphs that I came here. Grab our glyphs that I came here for. And we can head off and do even yet another one. Hey, why don't we go ahead and do this guy? Oh, we got to do this one. All right, so we'll do. Oh, there's two of these next to each other. Okay. Well, we'll do this beacon, then we'll go this guy and do this beacon. Maybe we'll go that guy. I don't know. We'll pick one of these guys. Probably this, so we have a chance to get a better helmet, maybe. Don't know. But anytime you get beacons, that's always a nice thing to go in there and try to do. Slay enemies to locate the beacon. All right, we don't necessarily need to actually kill enemies. We just need to actually get close enough to locate it. Oh, but I'll definitely go after that. Takes care of him. Two-handed spear there. We may switch to that, depending on if it's better. Obviously, not necessarily dedicated to one specific weapon. Did I switch? I need to check what my control settings are. Let's see here. Settings. Yeah, we have all the movement keys. I think I just set these up wrong. Erasing Strike is supposed to be that one, and then Anomaly is supposed to be that one. Alright, so we'll just wander around the thing this way until we get a rare. Let our orbs do most of the work for us. Care of that one. 70% left. 70%, 80%, 90%, and that's it. Perfect. Let's check out that spear that we got. We got a, ooh, okay. Melee damage and minion damage, cast Jade Dust, poison damage modifiers. I don't think that's going to help us. 37, 447 versus, yeah, I had a feeling. And then we also have less damage taken while wielding a two-handed weapon. Increase melee damage, you do not regenerate health. No, I don't think we're going to be doing that one. Neither of these have legendary potential, so we'll just go ahead and sell all of those. I don't really need that. We also leveled up. I don't remember specifically what we were working on. I would imagine Void Knight. Okay, well that makes it very easy. Oh yeah, I was working on trying to get my move speed up here. At 5 points, we get some benefits there, and then we can get this Avatar of Regret, as I imagine what we were working on. All right, cool. So, why am I getting a... Oh, because it's telling me I need to collect my rewards. How about all that? Might be good to have that. All right, and then we said that after this one, we were going to head back up to this guy here so we could try to get to that beacon there. So, let's go and do that. This character absolutely runs through all of this stuff, so we're able to get a fair bit of stuff done very quickly. Mostly because I don't have to stop to kill things all the time. The orbs do most of the work for you. Which is pretty satisfying, if I'm honest. I know some people are like, well, you're not really playing the game when you do that. But, you know, playing the game is all about playing in the way that is most satisfying to you as a person. To you specifically. And me, I enjoy the power of just running through and everything just kind of withers around me. That's a fun feeling, I think. So for this one, we have to slay enemies until the cocooned item drops. So hopefully, I don't know how long that's going to take. Noble Plate. I don't think we need that. All right, let's go up this way and see. For this one, unfortunately, there is no shortcut to it. We just got to run around and kill things until the cocooned item drops. Oh, there it is. All right, that takes care of that one. Let's hop over. Oops, let's hop over here. That's annoying. We got a bunch of helmets. Unfortunately, none of them are particularly... Let's see, we got mana, strength, lightning, and physical. This one says that it should be pretty... This one says... 51... I'll pick up the ones that are the highest level, but I don't know. I don't know that any of these are gonna... I don't know any of these are gonna really do much to me. Bleeding Heart, that's not bad. What do we have here? Spell damage, physical damage. I think we're gonna lose a lot if we try to go that route. We have a spiked helm right here. The spiked helm has 56. This one gives us mana and health. Resistances. Yeah, I don't think that any of those are going to be better than the strength and mana and all that stuff we already have there, so I'm going to pick these up so I can sell them. Yes. Gotten out of the habit of breaking these things down. Oh, I should have sold that. That's alright. I don't really want it anyway. I gotten out of the habit of breaking them down for their parts. It's probably not the best way to go, but I don't know. I've gotten kind of apathetic. Gotten kind of apathetic towards gear. once we get all of our characters up into the top tier maps and all that stuff, then I'll really start focusing on gear. But for now, it's, you know, this stuff is super easy. The incremental upgrades that I might get. I mean, if we happen to find, I keep forgetting to bring my slay enemies to locate the beacon. Oh, we're just looking for the beacon. I need to make sure I bring my build guides up when I do these. Oh, that was easy. I need to make sure I bring my build guides up when I do these, so that way I can know what gear I'm looking for. But I forget. A lot of it just has to do with the fact that I am really focused on other things right now, and while, you know, I know that some people might find that offensive, that this isn't the primary thing that I'm doing with my time. I have other things. I have other things that demand my attention at the moment. Okay. So we'll finish out this guy. Finish charging the beacon. I'm not sure that killing things is what charges the beacon, but I don't know. I'm not really sure how the mechanics of that works. All right, cool. So that takes care of the beacons. I do believe that that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks. If you can, just leave YouTube version of a tip with the thanks button. Also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people like to do that. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.